Hello and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. And last time, remember, well, we are very close to the very end of the game. So close we could just taste it. So let's just jump into it like so. As we continue the final chapter of Trials and Tribulations Revisited. Thank you. Bridge to the Turnabout, Part 4-2. You want to do this? February 10th, 1:06 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 7. Now then, let's continue where we left off, shall we? Well, witness.
Yes. How can I help you, Mr. Judge?
Well, it seems that if we're to learn the truth, we'll need to hear your testimony.
I have no problem with that. But when you've seen what I have, sometimes the truth is better left unknown.
In any case, let's hear your testimony. Tell us about the plan that was carried out that night. Not much to do here. Really, there is not much to do here.
The whole plan began with my death. A stupid plan hatched by Ayasato Kimiko to install her own daughter as the next master. But for it to work, Ayasato Mayoi would first have to die. The idea was for me to kill Mayoi and then have the blame pinned on Ayame. The plan went wrong, but it seems to have succeeded anyway.
So that means you really are... Monty! Wait a minute! Did you just say the plan was to kill Ayasato Mayoi?
Yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Don't give us that nonsense! There's no way that... Watch yourself, Wright. If you've got a problem, solve it during cross-examination. That's one of my rules. Mr. Godot is correct. And by the way, that's one of my rules as well.
To kill Mayoi. Could it be true?
Well, the only thing we have to do first is press everything. You were executed last month, correct?
Yes, I was hanged. It wasn't exactly pleasant.
How did you manage to discuss the plan? When did you talk with Ayasato Kumiko?
Last year, she was transferred to the same detention center as me. Since I was on death row, and she was my mother. It was actually pretty easy to meet with her.
I see. So that's when you discussed the plan.
Ha! Are you crazy? At first, that woman was planning to kill me as well. Even though I'm her own daughter.
All to make Harumi the master of grace.
She's a cold, twisted woman. She thought she could finally regain her lost honor. The honor she lost when her younger sister, Maito, took her place as the master. Ever since that day, she's been working on this plan.
A plan, huh? You're talking about Harumi. Is that correct?
Yes. Though at first she had high hopes for the two of us.
You and your twin sister, Ayame.
That's correct. Fortunately, neither of us had much spiritual power. That's why we were abandoned by her. Along with our father.
Abandoned?
The only person I ever really cared about in life was myself.
No shit.
My sister was a nuisance, so I convinced my father to leave her at an old temple.
You mean Ayame?
Yes, my father remarried a woman who also had a daughter. The less children you have, the more money there is to go around, right?
Oh, you bitch.
And on top of that, my father had absolutely no interest in children in general.
So, he could have had his dick cut off?
Oh, horrible. The really horrible one was that woman. That bitter, vengeful woman.
Harry Olsen. Yeah, got it. We know it's Kimiko, but still.
It was her stubbornness that gave birth to that child. Ayasato Harumi. She was born with an abundance of spiritual power, unfortunately for her. Ayasato Kimiko keeps all of her broken hopes and dreams onto that poor child's back. All because of her pathetic dreams of having her bloodline become the main family.
Mayoi would have to die? But why?
For our bloodline to succeed as the main family, thus making Harumi the new master. The remaining descendants of the current master had to be taken care of.
Igiari! But Haru would never agree to a plan like that. She adores Mayoi.
How sad. You still don't get it, do you? What Haru wanted had nothing to do with it. Kimiko didn't care one bit about Harumi. The only thing she cared about was the position of the master. That's all.
That's ridiculous!
She was willing to sacrifice anything and anyone to achieve her goals. The life of her daughter. And naturally, the life of Ayasato Mayoi as well.
How could anyone do that? Suffer like G did? You were going to kill Mayoi?
Haru didn't need to know anything about it. All she had to do was to follow the instructions in the letter and channel me. Then I would have simply used her body and finished the job. In any case, I'm already dead, and there's nothing any of you can do to stop
So, the plan was to blame the crime on your younger twin. On Sister Ayame of Hazakura.
She and I look absolutely identical. No one can tell us apart. If someone were to witness me killing Mayoi, naturally, they would think it was Ayame that had done it.
And the witness in this case was the head nun, Sister Bikini.
I never would have guessed she was going to return to Hazakura Temple that night. But she wound up seeing Ayame's crime anyway.
But why did you want to pin the murder on Ayus in the first place? She's your twin sister, isn't she?
Twin sister? Don't make me laugh. She's nothing but a backstabber. I couldn't care less about her.
Backstabber?
You just don't understand. You never will. Anyway.
You think the plan was a success?
You heard me. Just as that woman had hoped. Ayasato Mayoi is dead. Now the title of the master will pass on to Ayasato Harumi.
Objection!
That's absurd! Maya's just... She's just trapped! Trapped inside the sacred cavern!
Really? You're as foolishly optimistic as ever, aren't you? My darling Ryu. Do you want to know the truth? Ever since we met, I've despised you. Your sniveling naivete and your pathetic faith in other people.
I just want to know one thing. What did you personally think of Ayasato Kimiko's plan?
I told you already, didn't I? It was a stupid plan. It had no point, no value other than fulfilling her own greedy desires. Yes, it was certainly nothing to be proud of.
If that's how you feel, why did you help her carry it out? Why would you do it? Why would you kill Mayoi?
You may not understand it, being the kind and gentle soul that you are. You may not be able to appreciate why someone like me would help a woman like that.
So then tell me! Why?
Isn't it obvious? I'm not like that woman. I only act in my own self-interest.
You're just as bad as she is, though.
The reason I helped her was for myself. For my own personal satisfaction.
What did you say?
So this woman, Miyanagi Chinami, she had her own reason for wanting Wright dead. Do you understand why I would kill Ayasapo Mayoi now? What my goal was?
Obviously. It's because you were helping Chimiko.
Helping. Don't make me laugh. From the day I was born to the day I died, I never helped anyone.
Well, you did help someone, you.
I lived for myself, and in the end, I died for myself. I thought that was obvious.
But she wasn't actually cooperating with Kimiko. She was just using Kimiko and her plan so she could accomplish her own goal.
All I wanted to do was kill Mayoi. That was the only way I could think of to get revenge.
Revenge? It looks like I have no choice but to present that piece of evidence. I can't believe it. She meant to kill Mayoi. I got to keep a cool head. And I need to get more information on her. It's the only way to understand this plan. And what she was after as well. Yeah, I understand. Her, right? My mentor? Her sister? Chihiro?
Objection!
Idiot! Could it be that your actual goal had nothing to do with Mayoi herself?
As I said, none of you have the power to punish me anymore. Because I'm already dead. Well, I had the same problem, you see. You can't punish the dead. And you can't take revenge against them either.
You wanted to take revenge on someone?
I was sentenced to die because of that woman. Chihiro. I somehow knew this was it. I wanted to send her a message. It was at her hands that I suffered my first humiliation. I wanted her to feel the same pain she made me feel. Sadly, when I realized revenge was impossible, I gave up.
Yeah, I bet you did. And the reason it was impossible was it perhaps because Mia had already died.
Yes. And I realized there's only one way to take revenge against the two.
And how do you do that?
Even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. I wanted to take away the person that Chihiro loved most. I wanted to kill her with my own hands. That would be the one and only way I could take my revenge against Chihiro. That was the reason I helped out with that woman's plans.
Just for that. For that you would kill Mayoi? Your goal was no different than that of Kimiko's. As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Amen to that. And so many have basically done that for no apparent reason, just because they can. What a cruel plan. Cruel, cold, and heartless.
Don't waste your time preaching to the dead. I've already told you, there's not a thing you can do to me. That night, at about 9:30 p.m., I materialized into this world. I quickly pinned my hair up and put on a demon warding hood. Then I picked up the staff that was by my side and left Hazakura Temple.
It was even Yuna who channeled her after all.
That ridiculous head nun never noticed a thing.
Ah, Sister Benkei.
She left Mayoi at the inner temple and wobbled back clutching her poor old back.
What did you do then?
That kid was easier to handle than I had hoped. I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and...
So, then you're saying you stabbed my oi?
It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that.
What does that mean? No clear memory?
I don't know. I think I was stabbed.
You were stabbed?
At the last minute. Mayoi must have stabbed me. I'm sure of it.
Objection!
That's not like her at all. Mayoi wouldn't stab a French fry with a plastic fork.
Anyway, I suddenly lost consciousness. But before I did, I scrawled her name on the lantern. Just as I was passing out, I wrote Mayoi behind my back. I had hoped it would cast suspicion on her.
She was thinking of that until the bitter end.
That's where my memory temporarily stops.
It stops.
I don't have any memory of actually killing Mayoi with my own two hands. My very last memory was Mayoi's terror-filled eyes. When I woke up after that, I was in the sacred cavern, surrounded by darkness.
You were in the sacred cavern.
The entrance was sealed with one of those trick locks. Somehow I had been trapped in there.
But how did you wind up in there?
I'd like to know that myself. Anyway, I was worried. I didn't know whether or not Mayoi was dead. And I swore I wouldn't return to the underworld until I knew I had killed her myself.
Or ghost. You're one tough cookie.
I wanted to get out of there and make sure she was dead. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get out.
The trick lock stopped you.
I didn't know how to remove it.
So then you're saying you were actually confined against your will inside this sacred cavern?
Yes. I wanted to get rid of that annoying lock as soon as possible. But it wasn't easy. I kept getting interrupted while I was working on it.
Interrupted?
It was early in the morning, but someone came into the training hall.
What? Who?
Could it have been Mayoi? I thought the same thing, but I couldn't see.
Why not?
If someone had spotted me, I would have lost my chance to take revenge. So I made sure to hide myself well at the back of the sacred cavern.
That morning, only 2 people could have gone into the training hall. Mayoi and Harumi. Haru went there to cover the hanging scroll engraving.
Here, I finally managed to remove the lock. But I was too late.
What do you mean by that?
The flies had already started to gather. The bridge had been fixed and the police had started their investigation, correct?
Oh, sorry. The bridge had already been fixed and police had already started their investigation, correct?
Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead, I returned to the cabin and put the lock back on myself. I realized I wouldn't get a chance to see Mayoi's corpse as I had hoped. But just then, Lady Luck showed up.
Lady Luck?
After that big earthquake, she showed up all by herself.
The real Ayame?
She said she'd come to make sure the sacred cavern was all right. Stupid girl. I came out from the sacred cavern and got a feel for the situation. And I locked her away in my place. I had finally learned exactly what had happened. It was then that I learned that the plan had actually succeeded.
What do you mean, your plan had succeeded?
I had misunderstood one thing, you see. That night, the one that had summoned me, I had assumed that it was Harumi.
Well, of course, you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions.
But I was wrong. The person that had actually called my spirit back was
her.
Ayasato Michael, the picture book author.
Walls?
Well, that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I lost consciousness in the garden, it was her body that was left lying there. I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all. But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin humans can commit.
And just
Matricide. The sin of killing her own mother.
no way! Order in the court. What is the meaning of this?
It's true that I was the one who attacked Miyanagi. But even so, the murderer who actually snuffed out Ayasato Maiko's life was none other than your darling little Miyanagi.
Objection!
Ridiculous! That's nonsense!
Are you sure about that? Just think about it. There's even evidence supporting these facts, isn't there?
What do you mean? What is this so-called evidence?
The fact that Mayoi has disappeared is evidence enough, isn't it? The idea that she's still in the Sacred Tavern is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the inner temple. That much is obvious. In that case, there is only one place she could be.
Where?
Do I have to spell it out? The bottom of the Eagle River. Well,
Eagle River?
Mayoi killed her long-lost mother. Can you imagine the guilt she must have felt when she realized that? That's why she threw herself into the Eagle River. Most bodies that wind up in there are lost forever. So, what do you have to say now? You?
New ringtone! Dude!
What kind of ringtone is that?
Go about here. Okay. Thanks.
Was it something important?
They just finished removing the locks from the sacred cabin.
That's great! What about Miyanagi?
There was a woman in the cave. Was it? Well, you saw to Miyanagi. It was the accused. Sister Ayumi.
Huh? Don't look so surprised. I locked her in there yesterday. I just finished telling you that. So, what about Miyanagi? Where is she?
There was no one else found inside the sacred cabin.
No! It can't be. I told you, didn't I? She's dead. No!
Until it seems that this case has come to an end. A tragic end. Sadly, it appears the killer of Eddie's Dono, also known as Ayasato Maiko, was her own daughter, Ayasato Mayoi. Overcome with guilt for what she had done, she jumped to her death into the raging waters of the Eagle River.
Ha!
Ha! And that's how you open it up.
Ha!
That's right. Have you ever heard this one? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. No matter how improbable it may seem.
What is that supposed to mean, Prosecutor Takoto?
According to this witness, Amayafe threw herself into the Eagle River. However, is that really the truth?
Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden. Which means if Maya had thrown herself into the river, it must have been from the inner temple side, near the bridge.
That's right. That's where she jumped from.
But that's impossible. It's impossible to jump into the river from there. What? Don't get your panties all twisted up, Trite. Just relax and think through the whole thing again. So it's impossible. Mayoi couldn't have thrown herself into Eagle River. Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Fay threw herself into the river from the inner temple site. Do you have any evidence that refutes this claim? Today? It's impossible to jump into the Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than this witness. What did you say? 11 years ago, you jumped into the very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. Upon close-up, as you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf. Oh! You're right! She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped off from there. In other words, if she had jumped, we should be able to see her body in this photo. So you finally figured it out.
You.
Order!
You're just staying with me. Satomaya's body is at the bottom of the Eagle River. There's nowhere else she could possibly be hiding.
Chinami-san, have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, Miyanagi-san, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yes, just a few minutes ago.
Mayoi wasn't inside the sacred cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself into the Eagle River. eliminates all the most likely possibilities. Now, although it seems improbable, there's still one other place she could be.
What? What is this one possibility you are talking about?
That's obviously a bluff. So, where is her dead body then?
Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally, the living have no way to punish the dead. But I think there is a way to give her, Dahlia Hawthorne, the ultimate punishment. Shall I tell you, Miyanagi-san? Shall I tell you where Mayoi is this very instant? She is
In this very hot room.
There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom. What? She's here? You say she's here in my courtroom? Miyanagi Chinami. I seem to recall that you said I had misunderstood one thing, you see.
So what?
But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood.
What do you mean?
Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling Miyanagi Chinami?
Why, that's obvious. It's Ayasato Harumi, that pathetic little sniveling runt.
You're wrong. Haru tried, but she couldn't do it.
I never barely channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened.
Isn't there any explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
It could happen if someone else is already channeling the same spirit.
Someone called me before Haru. But who?
Haru even tried again on the day after the crime. But she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now. Am I correct? It wasn't Haru that channeled you. There was someone who called you before she could.
Kurare! This is an easy one. Haru couldn't do it. And Maiko is gone. There's only one possibility left. Come on already! I can't stand attention! Chinami Miyanagi. The person channeling you right now must be Ayasato Mayoi. But how could that be? Remember what this witness, Dahlia Hawthorne, said about her goal? She said her goal was to kill Mayoi. Yes, that's right. But if Maya channels the spirit of someone that was trying to kill her, ha! 17. Well, Gramps, what would happen? Could it be? It looks like you finally understand. Your eyes. But I don't. What are you going on about? What I'm going on about is the reason Mayoi channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
To protect herself from me?
Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Ayasato Mayoi. The path back to Hazakura was closed off, and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where would be the safest place to hide?
You mean that's when she channeled me?
All this time you thought you had been channeled by Haru. That's why it never occurred to you that Mayoi's hiding place was you!
Don't say that! You're saying that I, Miyanagi Chinami, was played for a fool by that little whelp? Ayasato Mayoi killed herself. Is it obvious?
Igori! Sorry, but no. it would have been impossible for her to jump into the Eagle River. This was the only avenue of escape open to Mayoi. The only way that Mayoi could disappear from the inner temple.
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that who has never been out in the real world. She could never have come up with a plan like that. Who could have ever given her such a brilliant idea?
Well, I mean,
Of course. It's been a long time. Miyanagi Chinami.
Ah! You're something else.
But what are you doing here?
That hair. It's Haru, right?
Tell me something, Chinami. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Mayoi in the inner temple's garden. And then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness. I was stabbed by her, by Mayoi. Actually, Mayoi lost consciousness at the same time as you.
She did. Not terribly surprising since she was able to be killed. About to be killed. Not surprising since she was about to be killed.
When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Mayoi decided she needed help. So she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do. I can't believe it. Of course, I didn't have all the details. But one thing was perfectly clear.
And that was?
I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free.
Free?
What do you mean? It was a race against time. So I wrote down 2 things that Mayoi had to do. Channel Miyanagi as soon as possible. And lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived.
So it was Mayoi who put that lock on there.
Yes, but why did you order her to do those two things?
If she hadn't done it, Chinami would have been channeled by someone else. By one Ayasato Harumi.
Haru?
Yes, Harumi didn't properly understand the plan. So all she did was trying to do was follow her mother, Kimiko's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Chinami, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly.
So that's how it was. Miyanagi Chinami would use the body of Ayasato Harumi to kill Mayo at all costs. Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
How dare you! I won't forget this. Why not just admit it? Chinami. Miyanagi. Your little plan was nothing but a big failure. Yes. Another failure to add to the pile of shame, what did you say? What do you mean by another? Think about it. Nami, remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure. What? How dare you! 11 years ago. The fake kidnapping. Your very first crime. You got your hands on a $2 million diamond, but I wonder, was it ever found? Probably not. After Terry Foles escaped and went to meet with Dahlia Hawthorne, the truth was exposed. Shut up! That wasn't my fault. It was because of that stupid awful prisoner and that weakling of a policewoman. And then, 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but you wound up killing someone else.
As a result, you were sentenced to death. It's one stupid move after another for you. But it's no longer funny.
You wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face.
And now this. You've messed up again. You let Mayoi escape. Even though she was right there in front of you. Ayasato! You bitch! What? Okay.
I was supposed to kill Ayasato Mayoi like I swore I would.
And if only you had gotten this
spiky-headed chick the guilty verdict, I would have been hung to death.
True. But I think you finally understand, Miyanagi. You will never defeat me.
What did you say?
Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all of eternity. And that's one. I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you because you were already dead.
What about it?
Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. That's very true, Nami. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Miyanagi Chinami. A miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything. God damn! And for you, there is no escape from that. No hope of freedom. Since the day you were executed,
The narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you has burnt to a crisp.
You're wrong. It can't be. How could I lose to the likes of you?
It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. That's about the same thing as how I feel about the current situation with the world. I lost interest in what matters. Only my life matters. And everything that involves me. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now! That's some true fuck shit right there. Yep. There you go.
I'm not ready. Not ready to go.
You is now, bitch. Magatama. Poof, be gone, bitch.
It's just so heavy.
Now, then. I assume you are the real Ayame?
Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern.
I must say you and your twin sister are indeed identical from what I can see. In any case,
It appears that everything has finally been cleared up. Mr. Godel, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne? If you ask me, it looks like she went back to the hills she came from.
And you stay there.
It seems that Ayasato Michael wasn't the only victim of this crime. Ayasato Mayo, as well as the young Ayasato Haruki, were also victims of this wicked and selfish plan. Yes, Your Honor. The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. It will be best for everyone if no further attempt was made to channel that spirit again. Your Honor? Yes, what is it? About this whole spirit medium thing?
It's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now.
Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. He often criticizes me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a concerted effort to study up on the Crane channeling technique.
Oh dear, why?
Hey! Isn't that a New Year's issue occult? I've seen quite a few things in my many years on the bench. And in all that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different and takes place in its own world, if you will. In order to fully understand that world, first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely.
That's why I immerse myself into Let's Plays.
And that's where my brother and I used to differ.
Never thought of it that way.
At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Ayame, aka Iris of Housakura Temple. Ha! The fuck? What the hell? 17. You're a little too fast with that gavel, Your Honor. What do you mean by that, Mr. Goble?
This trial, it isn't over yet. That's what he means.
What? Right. Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony?
Huh? Nami's testimony? I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and... It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. I think I was stabbed. Just as she was about to attack my wife. She was stabbed and killed by someone.
Yes, that's right. The person that was ultimately killed was the spirit medium that channeled, not him. It is Dunim. No, I have told my call. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it. This isn't over! Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. We can't let her walk until there is evidence that proves her innocence. No way. But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony. My safety cuff says the prosecution is ready to call our final witness. The final witness? This one will clear up the whole mystery. The mystery of who killed Ayasato Michael. Indeed.
Is it really all right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Of course it's all right, Madame Attorney. Very well then. Who is this final witness? Ha! Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case. Someone who saw the murder take place? The very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eyes. You mean my wife? You can't! She can't testify after what she's been through! We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Fey to the witness stand. Yeah, we're swapping between West and East, so there you go. Very well. But first, we'll take a brief recess. We'll have to wait for Miss Fay to recover before summoning her. Once we receive the doctor's permission, we will proceed with the trial. Hey, that's right. I got something to say to you, so listen up. What is it? I don't think much of you as a lawyer. It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case.
Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing in at the last minute to save you. You've got some nerve! But that's not going to happen this time. This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself.
That's enough. This court is now in recess. For the last and possibly final time. February 10th, 2:56 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
I'm truly sorry about everything. You were working so hard to defend me, but I was missing all day, and we didn't even have a chance to talk.
She's right. When I met Ayame at the training hall yesterday, they had already switched places. And Ayame was inside the sacred cavern.
I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today to root you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you. Why did you help your sister out as much as you did?
Huh?
If you had tried to get help at the sacred cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister. I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by our mother and never got any love from our father either.
Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Nami had come with me to Hazakota Temple. I always loved her. Nami was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her.
Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes.
So it was her instead of her sister.
I wanted to be useful to her in some way. But as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that.
Isn't that a forgot to take my medicine.
Nami's stepsister Valerie ended up.
That was the case that wounded Chihiro so badly.
But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder.
Some people? You must mean...
Yes, 2 defense attorneys. Ayasato Chinami.
Oh, sorry.
Ayasato Chihiro.
His name is Soryu. One moment. I gotta look his name up real quick.
Ayasato Chihiro and Kaminogi Soryu. After poisoning Mr. Kaminogi, who was getting too close to learning the truth. Nami even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You.
That's right. Ayame. There's one more thing that I have to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, it is Dunim. Was it really you?
Yes, it was me. That night after I rang the lights up, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone. There's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away. I got on the snowmobile and headed for the inner temple. But
That was when it was on fire. The path to the inner temple was cut off, right?
exactly. We can't just leave the body here. So you've got to do this exactly as I say. Got it? It was me. I was the one that reserved her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Mr. Giddies always has.
I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple on the snowmobile.
And that's when the shishishito was used. But why? Why did you alter the body?
I didn't want anyone to know that the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Ayasato Michael. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with the shishishi. I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground.
Ayame, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that calls your cell phone. The real killer.
I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. I can't do it. I can't say who did it.
I see. The actual weapon used to murder the victim. Defendant!
Yes?
The judge is calling you! He wants to see you in his chambers! He has some questions about Chinami Miyanagi.
All right. Well then, I'll see you later. Maybe a hand job?
Possibly.
There's something else I want to tell you.
Oh,
Okay. Satoshi wants to tell me.
so it's true. I only cooperated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning.
Naruhodo-kun.
Chihiro! How is Mayoi doing?
Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case.
I see. You don't mean she's learned who Illy Stoneham really was?
Yes. I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew.
But why?
Mayoi is stronger than you think. I knew she could take it. All of it.
In the ass?
Especially in the ass.
What do you mean by that?
I want you to figure that answer out by yourself. The trial is about to restart. The real killer. Do you know who it is yet?
Ayami wouldn't tell me who called her, but still.
I think that just means
I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the inner temple. And the criminal wasn't just there by accident. Which means that the killer knew of Nami's plan from the very beginning.
And one more thing. The victim was moved to the Hazakura temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the inner temple side for almost an entire day.
Exactly. So the culprit was someone that wasn't in Hazakura temple the following day.
That's as much help as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win. Or lose.
Okay, I've got it.
Thank you, Chihiro.
Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Mayoi see anyway? And who was it that actually killed Michael? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me, all by myself.
And with that, I'm actually going to stop here. And in the next part, the finale. The finale to the revisit of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. So, I'm saving right here. And in the next part, the finale. Stay tuned for it.